There's somewhere in the show I tried to get armadillos with lasers mounted on them, and that exists in a draft of the script. I'll tell one day I'll be able to tell everybody where.
And if I
How's it going?
Yeah, great pleasure to speak with you. Congratulations on the show.
Thank you so much.
I mean, it's just like such a wild opportunity. Like, I'm sure that just the synapses of your brain were just firing at just this insane rate.
Yeah, and permanently extinguishing.
I can't even imagine. Like, okay, so walk me through exactly how this creative process unfolded. Like, is this just you coming up with the wildest possible ideas and then Kevin kind of having to rein you in and stick you within the confines of what's going to work in the Marvel Universe? Or like, how tight were these reins on you?
I mean, not very tight, which is a testament to those guys and to what great collaborators they all are. I mean, we as a writer's room, we cracked the emotional core of the series early on in the process, and then went about, okay, now let's break out our individual episodes and everything. And it's, you're going through and you're writing out beat sheets and everything. And it's like, all right, we've got a story problem where we need to get from point A to point B. And my philosophy was always just like, what is the craziest way to do it? And it's just like, we are making a Marvel series. Like let's not leave anything on the field here. And Marvel was almost always game for it. And I always tried to go a little bit too far, and make them tell us to pull back. Like, okay, you can't do everything. and that was fun. But really, it felt like there was no cap on our imaginations, truthfully.
Can you tell me anything about what the ideas that were shot down, or the certain things that you kind of had to pull back from? I mean, obviously, I'm sure like the DB Cooper idea, it's like, he's never
that's a great example of, like, I wrote that into the pilot, and I'm like, are they going to want to invest in a diversion of shooting in an airplane, a guy jumping out of it? I mean, it's just and the answer was yes, because it's cool. And that's, they know that it's awesome. And yeah, let's see. Yeah, I tried to get, at some point, there's somewhere in the show, I tried to get armadillos with lasers mounted on them. And that exists in a draft of the script. I'll tell one day I'll be able to tell everybody where. That did not make it, but not because it was like, it just wasn't right for what the scene was. In fact, it was there was a better idea. But that's an example.
Where did you have to censor this character? I mean, because obviously, since he is just so all over the place and he is so responsive to other people's energy, like, having to censor him, I'm sure it was difficult in some ways. I mean, are you just like, in a way, are you just like trying to make him not Rick? Just like, how did you kind of forge that certain identity, or did you feel like it was really already there?
Yeah, I mean, I think where he differs from Rick is ultimately nihilistic, whereas Loki, I think, very much believes in something. He believes in something. He believes in his own glorious purpose, and in the idea that if he rules, that if he has control, that he'll finally be happy. I think Rick surrendered to the notion that he'll probably never be happy long ago. And so it's like you want to make sure, and also Loki he's not necessarily crass. He's very proper. He's the prince of Asgard. This guy's life has been fucking great, really, in a lot of ways. And so it's just figuring out, like, okay, when is he vicious? He's not vicious just for viciousness' sake. And when is he charming? When is he a rascal? When is he a liar? It's just identifying. Every move he makes is calculated. And so when you're writing him, you have to really be aware every line of dialogue is probably more weighted because it's just Loki. He never does or says something without, having an ulterior motive with it.
Absolutely. Well, I have no idea where this is going, but I can't wait to find out. So thank you for that. And congratulations on the show. It's a pleasure being with you.